Hello, girls.
We're going as real fast.
Hello, girls. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. I took a little bit of a break. Not that you would notice, but I just took some time over like last weekend, just to chill out, spend some time with my family. I know my American girls were celebrating Thanksgiving. So if you did celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope it was great. It was fun. I hope you ate all the food, had a great time if you do celebrate. And if you don't, I hope you had a good time anyway. This might be a bit of a longer video. I'm not too sure because Amberlynn has done two Instagram Q&As. So I don't know if I'll put them in one whole video or do them separate videos. But anyway, we'll find out. If the video is short, it's short. If it's long, it's long. So without further ado, let's catch up with our girl Amberlynn because she cannot stay away from the internet, as we all know. Okay, let's get into the first one. Are you still going to stay active on any socials? Miss you already as a long-time viewer. Amberlynn says, yes, of course. Getting demonetized on YouTube doesn't mean I'm disappearing from the internet. It just means I'm getting a new job. Listen, she'll be back. Honestly, she'll be back. After the 90 days, I don't think she can resist coming back online because that's all she knows. As she said, YouTube is all she knows. This is the only way that she knows how to make money. And I just don't think she'll be able to survive in the job market, the standard job role. I don't think so. In terms of her health, her mobility, her work ethic, I don't think she'll survive. So she would definitely come back to YouTube. Next says, hi Amber, are you going to reappeal your ban in 3 months? I hope you do. She says, to be honest, I don't know. The fear of losing demonetization has now turned to relief. Being a YouTuber was wonderful, but it was also catastrophic in many ways. Still, I don't think that will keep her away. She says the fear of losing demonetization has now turned into relief. So is she inferring that she was worried that this was a fear that she had, that she would lose monetization on YouTube at one point? So then that begs the question, like, why didn't she prepare? If she had the fear, so it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. If she had that fear, why didn't she prepare herself financially for what was going to come? But anyway, Amberlynn doesn't prepare for anything, I tell you. When are you going to put your videos public again? She says they will never be public again. Well, that's probably a lie. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I just think she's just being dramatic as per usual. Then someone asks, how's the job hunt going? She says stressful and overwhelming, but I've filled out a couple of applications so far. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think she will. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But personally, I don't think she will get a good outcome in terms of looking for a job. But it won't be as easy as just applying and then getting a response because, again, the job market is very competitive. Where will you continue to share bits of your life? She says, I really don't know. I haven't thought too much about it. Well, Instagram, Snapchat, and she'll be back on YouTube. Pretty simple answer. Says, watched you for 12 years and sad that this is how the era is ending. She says, thank the people who mass reported me because I never had an issue with YouTube before then. Your Honor, I object. Like lying. Why does she have to lie? She lied till the end, right? To the quote unquote end. Amberlynn has lied and not taken accountability. This is not the first time she's had an issue with YouTube before. That whole, I think it's the rotisserie chicken video and the Shrimpgate video that were taken down or either restricted. I'm not too sure. Like, I can't really remember what happened. She had an issue where YouTube gave her a warning, not that they've demonetized her. And the mass reporting, as many people have said, people have been doing this for years and years and years. It's only now because now YouTube has that little feature where you can report, harmful behaviors. They've got that section where you can report that. People took advantage of that, and YouTube has finally done something because before they never used to do anything at all. Because again, Amberlynn was making the money, but now she's a liability. So, and also, as many people have pointed out, if the content wasn't violating terms of service, it would have stayed up, but it violated it. So it's not because people reported it, it's because they reported it and her content was found wanting. So checks out. It checks out. Next question. Will you make a new page? You don't deserve this. What do you mean she doesn't deserve this? Who is this? Whoever sent this, step to the front. Step to the front. I need to talk to you for 2 seconds. Amberlynn says, a new YouTube channel. No, I won't. And I agree. Thank you. Both of you are delusional. Delusional people. I feel like certain Amberlynn supporters just have selective amnesia. Amberlynn herself has selective amnesia too. It's like she forgets everything that she's done. And again, in her star role as a victim, always victim lane, I don't deserve this. I haven't done anything. But girl, look at your catalog. We've got screenshots upon screenshots, we've got videos upon videos. Look at the evidence. You deserve this because you didn't change. It was going to happen inevitably, right? Next question. Why not keep making videos even if you don't make money? I'm currently having to put my energy into other avenues, I think, to make money. I'm really like what? Like what? Her journal? Is it the meditative journal that she's still working on? She's got a lot of free time to be able to do multiple things at once. But again, laziness. Person says, I don't really get why they demonetized you just because you eat in some of your videos. Amberlynn replies, because I spoke about eating disorders. Keep in mind, haven't done that in a very long time. There are so many channels that talk about eating disorders. Beatrice Caruso is a big one, and it's fine. But I was mass reported big time, and YouTube couldn't handle it with the lawsuit happening right now. So it was easier just to demonetize me. Lots of people break TOS. Most reaction channels do daily. The way they speak about me is against TOS, but no one cares. This is why I feel a sense of relief now. I want to experience life without harassment. There's a lot going on here, right? There's a lot going here. It's not just because she eats in some of her videos. Have you seen the thumbnails on her videos? They're very suggestive and obviously targeted to a specific audience, the adult fun time, yum yum community. Very suggestive in her thumbnails. Very exaggerated, eating, the slurping, the noises, all of that stuff. So you can't say it's just eating on camera. A lot of people just eat on camera, but it's the way that you do it, right? Then Amberlynn says, I spoke about eating disorders. It's not like you actually spoke about, I mean, I think in her older videos she did, but the way that she did it was she spoke about her struggles, but then also showed evidence of that. Like, example, eating 6,000 calories in a day. She's actively showing like a harmful act to herself and making money off of that. So that's wrong. And I think for Beatrice Caruso, I watched one of her videos and she just kind of talked about it. It was just very generalized. I don't think she's ever shown herself like, oh guys, this is a day when I'm hinging. Oh my God, I said binge in this video. YouTube will probably restrict it, but it's okay. It's fine, whatever. I've never seen a video of hers that, promoted like showing the actual act of doing that. And some of her videos are restricted. So you do get like a helpline that comes up to say, hey, if you need help, contact this number. So it's very different in terms of speaking about something. Or even Tammy Lemon as well. And she got demonetized. She I don't think she actively showed herself doing that, but she did speak about it a lot. She's in remission, she's in recovery. So I think maybe with creators like Beatrice Caruso, I'm just assuming, I don't know too much, like YouTube is cracking down slowly, because ever since this whole demonetization thing with Amberlynn, I've been seeing other people coming online saying this is the end of my channel, I'm demonetized, this and this, and it's for different reasons, not just the specific EDs. When it comes to reaction channels as well, I think it's in the way they speak about it. Yeah, I know some people can be a bit crass with Amberlynn, but again, it just might be a matter of time before YouTube cracks down on everything, because there's how many creators on YouTube, and before everybody's content is reviewed and checked, it takes time. So yeah. Next question. How much have you spent on choosies? I'm so curious. She says 10,000 plus dollars. 10,000 dollars on those little plastic junk things, which is probably overpaying. In fact, the price on them was probably like really increased. She's paying more money for what they're actually worth, and she spent 10,000 dollars on that. That is crazy. It is actually crazy. She says, do you understand that you need to delete your videos rather than just privating them to satisfy YouTube? She said, if I wanted to appeal in 90 days, I have to delete the ones against TOS. Yes, I do know this. I privated everything because the era has ended. I'm moving on. Womp womp womp. Dramatic. Yeah, again, very dramatic. She'll be back. Have you read The Diary of Anne Frank, or are you just ignorant? She says, yes, I read it. Listen, whether she has or not, I don't believe it. But again, like Amberlynn, I think I mentioned in one like of my older videos, she likes to relate to people on like very irrelevant, insignificant things. Like for example, with Emily, Emily has this family tradition where they have this pickle Christmas ornament. Amberlynn is like, oh, we have family traditions too. And then in relation to Anne Frank, obviously, totally different lives, right? But Amberlynn will pick the fact that, oh, it's a diary, but not looking at it in the full context of what actually happened with Anne Frank. It's like, oh, I journal, I write in my diary. She did the same too. Two different worlds, girl. Two different worlds, not even close in comparison to what happened. You think you lose weight now that you don't have YouTube income? She says, my income has nothing to do with my weight. I've always been big. I was 420 pounds when I was 16. I can get a $3 bag of chimichangas from the grocery store that come with 8 in a pack, lol. If you see in 600-pound life, most people on there don't even have jobs. I mean, it's true, but then they've got people who enable them, who buy them the food, right? So even that is expensive. To be the size that someone on my 600-pound life is, or Amberlynn size, it's very, very expensive. It costs a lot of money. Paying for deliveries, takeout. Sometimes she would even like DoorDash just a cup of Coca-Cola. Big one at that, but that's all she would buy. That's it. And that's like $20 at the time. It's probably even more now. Or like a drink from Sonic, I think. So it takes a lot of money. And obviously having excess money, her free money, as she called it, from YouTube, enabled her to make multiple purchases of food a day. She would order takeout 3 to 4 times a day, pretty much every day of the week. She clearly has an ED. She will find a way to get more money, to buy more food. Can't wait to see reaction channels finally die, which does it by stealing my full videos with no edits. They are uploading my very content that got me in trouble with YouTube, but they won't be mass reported. That's the beauty in all of this. I don't have to deal with the harassment anymore. I haven't come across any compilation channels that just take her full clips. Like, the content is always transformed, and I think that's what Amberlynn forgets, that commentary, reactionary content is transformed. And there's some of them that have gotten in trouble for just taking her full clips. And also, I think people have said this multiple times, like, people's videos are getting restricted. People's videos are being asked to be taken down by YouTube. So it's like she's just in her own bubble thinking that, woe is me. Everything's affecting me. But reaction channels are also getting hit by TOS violations. But guess what? They're not complaining about it. This person saying, can't wait to see reaction channels finally die. I mean, reaction channels won't die. Like, people can always pivot. People can always change their content. If Amberlynn chooses not to create content anymore, yeah, of course, people will go to compilation channels, people will react, there'll be more people coming into Gore World who are familiarizing themselves with the lore, so they'll go back and retro react to what's already there. Like, there's just so much content to talk about, there's so much to talk about, and they can move on to different people. Of course, they might not get the same views initially once they start covering other people. As they continue to make that content, the algorithm will push their content more and more. And before you know it, Amberlynn will be forgotten about. And there's reaction channels that exist about anything. People react and comment to anything. Things happening in the news, things happening in reality TV, things happening in other niche communities, things happening in other subsets. Like, it's not just Amberlynn. So reaction channels will not die unless they just stop making the content completely. There's always something to talk about. It says, do you feel anything about your attitude regarding money? But thanks for the money, etc. My sarcastic thanks for the money was ever only directed to people who paid to troll me or say awful things to me. I stand by that. I've watched a couple of her live streams, even when actual babies, paying members, would say something that she didn't like, she would berate them, cuss them out, tell them to F off, and just be very rude and be very dismissive. So that's not true. This person says, I just wanted to say that people are so unfair to you. You've done nothing to deserve. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? Then she says, people have always been unfair to me. I'm currently having my Cash App, Venmo, Marketplace listings, etc. all reported by these people. Reported for what? I truly don't know. People are taking advantage of the reporting system on all platforms just to try to destroy me. They've taken my monetization, but she says demonetization, but they won't destroy me. I'm much stronger than that. First of all, whoever wrote this comment, come to the front. Make yourself known in the comments. What do you mean it's unfair? She was the one who was making the content that violated terms of service. Oh, she's crying. She's going through a hard time. She doesn't deserve this at all. But it's like, it's been years of arrogance, years of laziness, years of just bad attitude, bad character, Now it's come to a head. Oh my God, it's so unfair to you. No. Eventually, I think it's the first time we've seen Amber Lane actually get dealt what she deserves in terms of her actions and consequences. This is probably the first time we've actually seen. Listen, it sucks, but you can't say that it's unfair to her and that she doesn't deserve this. I think there's a lot of it that is warranted to her. Have you genuinely made millions of dollars and have nothing to show for it? No, I've never made millions of dollars. Your Honor, that's a lie. That is a lie. There is a clip. What is the clip? There's a clip where someone was asking her, like, what's your net worth? And she was like, looks like 1.5 million. That was like years ago. So you is a lie. You's lying.
Google says your net worth is $1 million. Thank you for the super chat. Honestly, though, they have it wrong. It's 1.5 million.
But if you want to give me a penny.
And then she reposted this post from someone that says, congratulations, y'all bullied someone off the internet just for the sake of starting rumors online. What a shame. At Hectic, Ambi didn't deserve the hate and bullying. She wasn't trying to hurt anyone, let alone on purpose. So you agree that she hurt people, although they're qualifying it and justifying that she didn't hurt anyone on purpose. It was unintentional hurting people. Is that what this person is saying? Sometimes I can't take people like this seriously. I really can't. There's so much evidence, there's so much proof of how like awful Amber Lane is, but people just don't want to believe it. Because I think they're probably like her. They probably see themselves in Amber Lane. And sure, we'll continue to say this from now to the high heavens that sure, the mass reporting expedited this process, but the fact is that the content that she made still violated terms of service. So there's no need to get all emotional about it. Like, it's just facts. You know what I mean? Then Amber Lane reposted this post from this page that said, hate her all you want, animals run to her, kids smile at her, strangers tell her their stories, people feel safe around her. And if I've learned anything, energy doesn't lie. So again, Amber Lane portraying herself in this light of it's not her fault, it's everybody else's fault. So yeah, that is that. That's the first Q&A we're all caught up on. So thank you so much for watching, girls, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.